Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with JR. I hope all is well with you and your loved ones. I hope that you are in good health. I'm back again with another episode. I just landed yesterday, which is Thursday, March 26th, back in New York City after having a fabulous 4-day birthday celebration in Puerto Rico. Now, you would think that coming home, I went to get my dog from the doggy hotel. I was so excited to see him and be reunited with him. And by the way, if you hear some roof in the background, that's my partner, either agreeing or disagreeing with me. So I got home, got us some dinner, threw the luggage in the corner. I'll deal with all that stuff later. You know how it is when you first get home. A couple of hours after being home, I felt overwhelming, these overwhelming emotions that I could not describe. I wasn't tired. Uh, I did eat, but it was this overwhelming darkness that just came over me as I am home from this fabulous vacation. I should still be on a high. It took me a couple of hours to realize what I was feeling and what the reasons why I was feeling. I just couldn't shake it. It was sadness. I was feeling this overwhelming feeling of sadness. Why? Because I realize now what is causing my depression and anger and anxiety and sleeplessness. I've been going through this for months and months and months. And yes, I blame it on the job. I do have a high stress job. I work with people with mental health and substance abuse. But, you know, I should be happy. I should really be grateful. I am grateful. Let me rephrase that. I am grateful. I am deeply appreciative of the life I have. I have an amazing apartment. I have an amazing income that I can sustain myself. I do have a job that I go to every day. People who are out there with these TSA employees in the airport, they're not getting paid. So I have nothing to be ungrateful for. So you would think, what is this overwhelming sadness for, JR? Well, I'm going to tell you. I really understood what was going on. You see, when I went on vacation, I was traveling with my BFF. And he's an amazing person to travel with. We have been friends for almost, I think, about 15 years. And on and off, we've been traveling together. He's the best person to travel with because you will have fun. We are friends, been friends for years, and they say men and women can't be friends. Well, you know what? Think what you think, but we are friends and we can travel together. There is no intimate relationship. We are not interested in each other like that. We are interested in our friendship. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But the reason why I brought that up is because it finally hit me when I got home last night. I'm coming home alone. Of course, I have my little sidekick Peanut here, and of course, I told Peanut all about my vacation, and of course, I bought Peanut back a little stuffed animal from vacation. But I'm coming home alone. I just turned 62 years old, and I have been struggling with loneliness, being alone, feeling unwanted, abandoned, And no, I don't want you to pull out the world's smallest violin. I want you to listen to what I have to say because this is Conversations with JR, and I believe in healing people through a single conversation. And I believe in bringing awareness to people about things that they are not thinking, things that they are not talking about, patterns, and situations that they are not facing. Because this is a situation that I have to face. It's okay, JR. Why are you alone? Why don't you just go out there and get you somebody? Well, if you out there in the dating world, you know why. I don't just go out there and get me someone. Men my age don't want women my age, and I am in the best of physical health that I can be at 62, and I do my best to take care of myself and eat right, sleep right, take care of my skin, my hair, the whole 9 yards. But they're not interested in women of my intellectual level. They are not interested in seeing me for who I am, not for who they want me to be. They are not interested in what I do. I am a literary artist. I am a content creator. I am a teacher. I am a blogger, a writer, an author, a playwright. They're not interested in the creative side of me. They want the Netflix and chill all the time. I'm interested in traveling. The last 10 years, I've had the pleasure of being able to travel, take 2 trips a year. And, I'm living life and I'm loving it. What's missing, you would say, JR? You got the income. You have a decent career job that you go to in social work. You have your beautiful apartment that's very comfortable. But let me tell you something. No matter the income, no matter the career, no matter the education, no matter the intellectual level that you are in, loneliness is dangerous. It is painful, it is loud, and it won't go away. And I'm very sorry for the people who say, well, you can be in a relationship and a marriage and be lonely. Well, for those people who are saying that in those situations, you need to think about why you are lonely. Why do you continue to stay with someone in a relationship? I know people stay in relationships and situationships for different reasons. But if you're with someone that you feel lonely, then that's something that you need to evaluate. Like, I need to evaluate what am I going to do about this situation that I am in. I'm afraid to go out there and date. And I'm going to tell you that right now. I am. I am. That's one of the part of, loneliness. I'm afraid to go out there and date. I am tired of the liars, the schemers, the conners, the ones who know that they have no good intention towards you, the ones who just want to come and park their feet up into your home that you have created for yourself, the ones who just want a roommate because they want someone to split the bills 50-50 with them so that they can go out there and hang with the boys and drive their new car. I'm not interested in companionship like that. I worry. I worry. In 2024, I unfortunately was in the hospital. I'm so much better now, and I don't take my health for granted. I only had 2 people who I can call, and I am grateful that I had those 2 people that I can call. And one of them was my BFF. He's a social worker and work in a hospital, but he came to the emergency room. I was so surprised. I was so honored. I was so happy because I was just there alone by myself, worrying about my dog, but I didn't have to worry about him because the home that I live in, it's a family home, and the family was taking care of him. So I was very appreciative of that. But I'm laying there in the hospital and I'm alone. No one's coming to see me. I have family, yes, but no one's coming to see me. Coming home from the hospital, I was going to take an Uber home. And I was like, isn't there anyone who can come and assist you home? I said no, because there was no one. Fortunately, one of the young ladies from my house of worship happened to call me and ask me what was I doing. She's a CNA at a hospital all the way in Manhattan. And I told her what happened to me. She says, "No, I'm on my way." So I was thankful. I was grateful for that because I didn't have to be alone in that moment. I worry about what will happen to me at night if I'm sick. There was no one there, so I keep my phone right next to my bed, and I'm even thinking about getting one of those systems that I can speak out into if something was to happen to me, you know. And if something was to happen to me in this house, nobody would know. Of course, my dog would bark his head off because, animals are sensitive. But I worry about that. So many times I've had the flu, I've had the cold, and I had to get up and, fix soup for myself and drag my body around and take care of myself because there's no one to say, "Babe, can you just get me a glass of water?" There is no one. What do you mean, JR, there's no one? What happened to your family? Well, what happens to everybody in their family? Family falls apart. Family distance themselves from you. There's disconnection. There's holding grudges. There's everything. And mind you, me and my sisters and brothers, we grew up tight. And cousins, we grew up tight. But over the years and over the decades, people have changed and people have distanced themselves and disconnect themselves from one another. So I do worry. I do worry. I don't worry about being homeless. I don't worry about running out of money. I worry about what would happen to me being alone. Being alone. What would happen to me being in a home by myself, unable to take care of myself? I long for and miss. I do. I'm not one of those women. Well, I used to be, but I graduated from that club that I didn't need a man. I didn't need a man. I don't need a man. I can take everything by myself. No, it's just that I was driven to a situation where I had to become self sufficient because I was always being disappointed. I just got tired of the game and the letdown and the heartbreak and the emotional unavailability of men. So I decided to go solo on my own, and I have been able to. That's why I said I'm so grateful to be able to take care of myself. I'm self sufficient. I'm not independent. I am self sufficient, and I do not take that for granted. But being self sufficient, it's a struggle. You have to do everything for yourself. And if you don't do it, it don't get done, and you can't blame anybody. You have to do everything for yourself, and you have to meet the demands of life. And at the age of, I just turned 62, I am very happy that I'm still able mentally, I still have my mental capacity. But I worry about what happens when things set in and I'm no longer able to take care of myself. Will my family throw me in a nursing home? Will somebody take me in? I just don't know. But this is what loneliness, as you advance in age, this is what loneliness does to you. I fear it. I really fear it. And this trip coming home, like I said, I have my little baby. But it was just like when we were going through when we were in a shutdown from that pandemic. I was alone. I understood why I had to be alone. But it was difficult. I didn't have my dog at the time. It was difficult. And if it wasn't for Zoom and Snapchat, and I went live almost every day on my Facebook channel, Conversations with JR, to be connected with people, I was alone. And I went through that alone. Talking to people on the phone every day helped, but there was no one physically present here with me. And that was scary. But I got through it, and that was scary. I don't know, but Today was a very difficult day because when I realized what this cloud was over me and why I was feeling this heavy burden, and what was wrong with me after having this wonderful vacation. And I'm still on vacation and don't have to go back to work for next couple of days, and I should be enjoying. And I am enjoying. I am. But you know what I miss? When I was on vacation with my BFF, I had someone to talk to, someone to laugh with. I had someone to make decisions with. What are we going to eat for lunch? What are we going to eat for dinner? What do you want to do for today, or what do you not want to do? And just laying there by the pool. He loves the water. I don't. I just lay there by the pool. But just knowing that someone was there. And I have traveled, alone. And I have enjoyed myself. But just knowing that someone was there. I slept a little easier. Knowing that the next day you would be going out. We went out and we went to Old San Juan. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. But to have someone there to explore that village with and to take in all the things that was there and the sights and the sounds and the food and the music and the people. And to have someone to enjoy that with, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. So I come home. There was no one to say, what are we going to have for dinner? What are we going to have for breakfast? What do you want to do tonight? Or what do you not want to do tonight? I had to get up and I had to go get all the groceries because there was nothing in the house. I had to clean up, drop off the laundry, unpack. There was just so much to do today, but I did it and I got through it. But this overwhelming sense of sadness of I have to still continue my life like this. There is no one to say, babe, can you pick up? Babe, can you drop off? Babe, can you pick me up from work? There is no one to come home and have a conversation with. And I do not want to come home and have a conversation about my job. I want to have a conversation about life, and I want to have a conversation about us and our relationship and our plans for the future. I miss intimacy. And when I say intimacy, I'm talking about just sitting down next to each other and watching a movie. And you lay your head on my shoulder, I lay my head on your shoulder, or you lay across me, holding hands, talking, laughing. I miss that intimacy of that. I haven't had like a really, really good hug, like a hug that you could just melt yourself into because you just feel so good and it's just connecting you to that person and you feel safe in that person's arms and you know that they mean that hug. It's just not a hug to be hugging, but it's a hug to say that I got you. I got you. And as much as I do not like sleeping with someone in the bed because I don't like the snoring, but there is queen size and king size beds. I miss having someone there next to me. It's that confidence of knowing that someone is there next to you. That person who will turn over at night and put the cover on you or adjust your pillow. Or when you get up to go to the bathroom at night, as I often do, someone who asks you, are you okay? I miss that. I miss having someone that you're going to sit down and make plans with. And we make vacation plans and, holiday plans and birthday plans and just planning. I miss that. I do miss that. There's so many things that I miss about having a compatible companion. And at this point right now, I'm looking to retire and I'm looking to relocate from New York City. And I've been doing my research and I've been looking for my village, people who I can connect to. I feel very isolated in the neighborhood that I live because it is one race of people and I'm like an outsider. It's very few people who will speak with me. There's nothing really. I live in the suburbs, so there's really nothing, where I can go out and to connect with people. We have one coffee shop, one diner, but you really are not going out to connect with people because they're busy just connecting with their own kind. Let me just say it that way. I brought the subject up of loneliness because I would like for people to be aware of the dangers of creating loneliness and the dangers of always saying, I'm okay alone. I'm okay by myself. I need to be by myself to protect my peace. We understand all of that. People are saying that over and over. But from my experience, as I am, like I said, advancing in age, I crave companionship, connection, intimacy. And when I say intimacy, intimacy can be other than physical intercourse. I just crave looking at someone from across the dinner table. I have a beautiful dinner table that I don't even eat at. I sit on the couch with a snack table and I eat. There's no one to talk to. Loneliness will drive people to create mental and emotional issues. Loneliness will drive people to overindulge in alcohol, overeating, become a shopaholic, jump from relationship to relationship, regardless to how dysfunctional the relationship is and how bad the other person treats them, because they just don't want to be alone. It's sad. It's sad. And I hope whoever is listening to this is not to bring you down. This is not to worry you. This is to actually get you to understand, bring some awareness into your life that if you have children around you, grandchildren around you, extended family, you are blessed. Love them. Work out your grudges. If you are in a marriage, if you are in a partnership, I don't think about situationships because situationships are like side chicks and side men and women. I don't deal with that. If you are living with someone, cohabitating with someone, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to judge anyone. Try to get along. Try to understand the original reasons why you wanted to become a couple. I don't say one, I say a couple because there's two individuals in that. But if you have someone, look at them tonight and think about if you're lonely with them and you feel that you are lonely, you have to fix that. You have to fix that. Walking through life without feeling secure and safe in your relationship, in your friendships, in your partnerships. It's hard. It's difficult. And it's hard. I'm going to end there. I'm still going to enjoy my life and I'm still going to live life. And I'm still going to travel and create and do all the things that I'm getting ready to do this year, 2026. I have 2 new books coming out and I'm just looking forward to just more life and more enjoyment. So in the meantime, think about your situation. Think about your relationship with loneliness. And just enjoy each moment of your life. Live in a moment. This is Conversations with JR. You can find me on all social media platforms. I'm also on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Spotify. Listen, share this with someone. Think about where you are and your walk in life. And I hope that this conversation has been meaningful to you. Until the next time, I thank you for listening.